You are listening to Stages Podcast with Marylee Fairbanks and Stephanie J. Block. Welcome to Season 6. Here on Stages Podcast, we go behind the scenes and beyond the resume to explore the crossroads of creativity, spirituality, motherhood, and so much more. Please like and subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the places. Give us 5 stars and a great review. It really helps us grow. Thanks for joining Stages Podcast, Season 6.
Seb. So weird we both have Sebastians. I hadn't even met a Sebastian until your son was born and my husband, and now they're everywhere.
What are you doing? I have something for you, my baby.
My baby.
Yeah, that's something for my sweet baby. Yeah. Mama got you an egg sandwich on a big.
Oh my God.
Baby, because your mom is always thinking about you.
I can't catch up and eat, but you already have for me.
Because I love you, and one of the
Hello.
Hello, sweet baby.
I can't hear.
She
No.
says, hello, sweet baby.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
She says hello. She loves you.
Hello, I love you too.
She loves
Oh,
you
that's
too.
nice.
All right, now go away. No. Put him in there.
Good morning. I am the more icon. I'm the moronic icon.
Why would that be?
Well, I don't know. It reminded me of, I've been trying to figure out a brand new concert. And with that, of course, you got to come up with a theme and a storyline and a through line. And I'm throwing out things that are so self-deprecating and such like, I don't think anybody wants to go to that show. And what I came up with was iconic, but it's I-C-O-N, and the ick part is like I-C-K, like ick. And he's like, no, who's coming to that?
I like it.
I think it would be fun.
I would totally come to that show.
And just, downplaying all the ridiculous, because now everything's legend, genius, iconic. And I'm so like,
ick, man, ick. I can't even move my shoulder.
Oh, my ailments.
How are you feeling?
Thank you for asking. I have had shots, and I think the shots so far are working. A little bit of tinge of pain is coming back. Young people out there. So 51% of this planet identify as female. Okay? So this is going to happen to you, and there's such surprise pains. You wake up one morning, you can't walk because of plantar fasciitis, and you don't know why. And then another day, you can't lift your arm at all to even, wipe yourself on the toilet because it's just your joints are inflamed and things. Mm-hmm. And then you go to these doctors who are really wanting to help. But when you look at them and say, it's not based on an injury, it's not based on this, but what I've read as an advocate for myself in this journey is probably menopausal and the lack of collagen. And they look at you like you are still, like you're a crazy person.
Well,
like don't understand
wonderful
what
doctor,
you're saying.
That Claire Haver, that she's like the menopause guru doctor lady.
Yes.
She said, I was reading, I don't know if it was her book or an article she wrote or something. She said when she was in medical school, first of all, they dedicated and I'm
2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
of the OBGYN.
Some absurd number of their entire medical school training was like, let's say a month dedicated to menopause. It's like, are you crazy? Then she said, and this was what really bothered me. She said when she was doing her
residency.
See, you're so, see.
We followed the same people on it. I'm sure algorithm
when she was doing the residency, this woman came in with unexplained symptoms and and the male doctor said to her, "Oh, it sounds like a WW to me." And she was like, "A WW?" And he's like, "Yeah, whiny women. And when they're white, we say a triple W."
Ooh. If I could have lifted my arm to slap him, I would have. And look, Mama, I am My pain tolerance is pretty great. C-section, that's like double incisions. I decided, I was like, I'm just going to do Tylenol. Like I did Tylenol. This was excruciating. It was agony. Frozen shoulder. All of a sudden, you just can't move your arm unless it feels like someone's stabbing a knife in the front and that you've been in a car accident in the back. It's so wild.
Are you
So
getting massages or anything? Like,
not quite yet. They've asked that the cortisone take like 2 days to really get into the, oh, there's so many medical words, but within the joint, allowing that to go down. And then you can start acupuncture, massage, and all that, but allowing the swelling to go down because you don't
well,
want to
may I
aggravate it.
say, in
Yes.
spite of all your ailments, you look
Yeah.
really good. Your hair looks really
Oh
pretty.
my God,
Your
I got my
skin
hair
looks
done.
really good.
Oh my God. Here's the thing. Relaxing and going on vacations really do wonders.
Mm.
We finally went to a true family vacation where I didn't have to sing. Seb didn't have to do anything. We didn't do a family yada, yada, yada. And it was 6 days in Hawaii of truly like old-fashioned luau's and
So
hula classes and
nice.
swimming with turtles. And then, this little house heals us in ways I can't explain. But I'll be in New York next week. And don't worry, I'll look like an old hag again in 24 hours. Because it
Yeah.
just does that, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm recovering because, we had, the Tonys, of course, the first week.
Oh, I
Mhm.
haven't really spoke. Well, we have on the
Girl,
phone but girl,
it's very exciting.
two-time Tony
I
winner.
love it.
G-g-g-g-g.
You know what I love though is that show was recognized, that the joy was
Yeah,
gifted. Like
yeah,
that's what makes me really happy. I'm
yeah.
so I hope this show just runs forever and spreads its little joy bombs all over the place because it's just so good. You're gonna
I'm
love it.
going.
You're
I'm gonna
gonna
go.
love
Yeah.
it.
You never sent me the house seat request form or the
Oh,
email. Yeah, please do that.
I gotta write it down.
Okay.
I write it down. It's not gonna happen.
No.
Steph,
Yeah, I'm
house,
here.
seats. No, it's right there. I won't forget now.
Okay, thank
But
you.
so then, of course, I stayed in New York the whole week and went to like, the opening of Romeo and Juliet, and I ran around here and I saw like 5 shows, and I came home and I got the flu, and I was like, I just was so wrecked from a week
Yeah.
of like, it used to be you could do a week of fun, bounce right back. No, no, I'm still
No.
coughing.
I'm sorry.
It's unbelievable. We just don't bounce back the way we used to, lady.
No, we don't. I
But I'm
mean
doing a
that.
new show. Have you heard of Inter Alia?
Yes, I have seen it. Well, I've
Oh.
not seen the show on the West End. I have seen a lot of marketing, promoting, and whatnot from the West End.
As a mother,
Did it
I
wreck
read
you?
that script. I was in the nail salon reading it on my phone and I kept turning the phone over. I was like, oh my God, I have to stop reading. I don't think I've ever been more moved in reading a script.
Wow.
I mean, I've read loads of script and you laugh or that you get, you can picture it. This script, the end had me so I was crying in the nail salon. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, I can't really talk about it right now. As a mother, especially of a son,
Mm.
it was unbelievable.
It's a one-hander, right? It's
No, there are a couple of other. There's a
okay.
husband and a
Okay.
son, and but it's basically her. I mean, the whole show is her, and she's
Uh,
amazing.
who's the playwright?
Susie Miller.
Amazing. Do you
Um,
think that's your next ride?
I'm already in.
She's in,
I'm already
people.
co-proing it.
She's
It's already done. I know.
Who brought you in with that one? Who dropped that script to
Same
you?
Schmigadoon people. So
Okay.
she called me and she's like, "Look, this isn't your MO. This is like, it's not musical. It's not the joy bomb that you're looking for, but it's important." And I was like, "Well, send me the script and I'll look at it." Oh my
And
God.
then
I was
weeping
like, "I have
over.
to do it. I have to do it."
That's great. When
And
it's the have to, when it's the hell
it's
yes,
so
then
good.
oh, so
It's
good.
it's important. It's a really important
And when does that come
theme.
into town?
We start previews in November, open
Oh,
in
golly.
December. It's very
Okay.
brief. It's 15 weeks. We close mid-February. It's one of
Okay.
those in and out plays. But I'm not doing a musical this year.
Okay.
I feel like it's a lot and the budgets are insane. And
Yeah.
I just feel like it's time I'm going to step back this season for musicals. I may do one more play or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
Well, good. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like the vision is super, super clear.
Yeah.
How were you under all of the moons since I last saw you? The
No,
blue
because
moon, the
I've been
strawberry
so
moon,
sick.
the
I mean, I think I did something on the strawberry,
okay.
but I meant to do something yesterday or 2 days ago for that 7/7 portal. Didn't do it. So I got to get
Oh,
in
I
that
didn't even know
program.
about the 7/7 portal. But
Mm.
listeners, I did reach out when I was in agony. I'm a praying gal, so I did all of the praying and got my prayer warriors on there, and I did it all. And I was like, on day 4, I reached out to ML. I was like, it's time to get your coven together. We've done the prayer thing. I still have hope. I still believe. Faith over fear, yes. And I need to add some crystals, some feathers, some.
She's like, break out the feathers, do
Hmm.
something for me because
Yes.
nothing's working thus far.
All the elements needed to
I
come
know
together.
it's.
Yep.
I'm
I know.
sorry.
I
Well, I'm
know.
glad you're better.
Me too. And I just think, you know what? That faith thing, it's got to be a part of my walk every day just because there's cuckoo, cuckoo. Shielding off all of the crazy darkness. And whether this is my sort of existential question lately, am I creating it? Because I know it exists, right? It is in the world, but I'm also devoting time to it.
Yes, you're focusing
Now,
energy to it. Yeah.
yes, my energy is activated. My energy is protecting my kid. My energy is how can I assist in making this better or having an off ramp for that ugliness? Or so it's all being funneled to what I think is positive and good, but I'm still recognizing it, giving it my attention and my
Mhm.
focus. And I think that's how I'm torn. I
Yeah.
don't want to be blind to it.
The resistance actually keeps it persisting.
I know.
Yeah. So it's about, in a weird way, it is about not being blind to it, but consciously choosing the opposite.
Saying, I know that it's there. I'm sending light and goodness to it, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to read all of
Yeah.
the articles or, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I
I
went to go
know.
see a show that there's some talk about bringing to New York. I don't know if I should say the name because I don't want to offend anyone. The show was amazing, right? Choreography, amazing. But the whole second act, literally an hour and 15 minutes of watching a person descend into insanity.
Oof.
And
Okay.
by the end of the show, I was like, and what it felt to me was gratuitous. It's just gratuitous darkness for the sake of darkness. And I can't do it. I have no,
If it takes more than it gives, I'm out. And whether that's a TV show, whether
and this
that's
seems to be a theme right now
I know.
with our
It's like
beloved
almost like
theater.
testing our systems to see how far you can go
Yeah.
before you're completely,
And
in gel state.
for me, I think theater should be a respite from that world. Not that theater shouldn't make you think and feel and get uncomfortable sometimes. Like, I think inter alia makes you think and feel, makes you get uncomfortable, but it's really important what the
Mm-hmm.
themes are. It's
Mm-hmm.
not gratuitous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing a lot of shows, and I'm not going to list names, but they're coming up the pike. They are just darkness for the sake of darkness. And I don't like that. It really bums me out. But then you see the Paddington, which just seems like an adorable,
Oh God.
totally happy, family
Okay.
friendly. Like, okay, for me right now, give me Paddington.
When that little video came up, which I know it's AI, God damn it. But when that little video of Paddington on the boat coming to America, take care of our bear, I thought of every dog I ever had in my life. I thought of every lost, sweet little soul that just needs to be embraced and loved and hugged. I was like, I'm in. I'm in Paddington. We don't have the cultural connectivity that the UK does with this sweet little bear.
Well, I've been
But what,
asking people about that though. I've
oh
been
yeah?
because Seb was not raised on Paddington. I was not raised on Paddington. Like, I wasn't
Mm-mm.
really. But I was at dinner with a bunch of girlfriends, and I was like, "Do you guys remember Paddington?" And two of them were like, "Totally, I totally. I used to read them to the kids. Might be like generational. It might like I think
Maybe.
maybe Seb was in between the
Yeah,
anyway.
but I think they've found the bridge simply because of how they're using the puppetry and the eye. It's the
So
same
you
thing with
have
the
not
damn
seen it or you
cow.
have seen it?
I've not seen
No,
it
I've
in real
not seen it
life.
either. No, I
No,
haven't.
but have I seen the little bear again, my algorithm, and they know what I like. So if I'm watching raccoons for an hour, they're gonna send me the Paddington bear. And the little eyes and
Yeah.
just the tilt of the head, and you're like, I'm sold. I'm in. When can I adopt this bear?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually, it's really interesting because I would go see it because this is what I want my energy to be. I want to focus
Yeah,
on the good. And I've
yeah.
heard such lovely things about it. I've heard it's just absolutely adorable and touching. So I definitely want to go see it. But
Family
let's,
friendly,
let's
right? We kind of need more of that.
totally,
Oh my
totally.
gosh.
Because the ones that are out there are rather old, except for Schmigadoon. Schmigadoon's family friendly and it's
Yeah,
newer. But like, The Lion King and Aladdin, I mean, those things have been going for a long, long time. It's time
yeah.
for a new
I think V could sit through and really enjoy the magic of maybe happy endings. I think
Oh
that
yeah.
would be really special. Um,
She'll
yeah,
love Schmigadoon.
I know. We're not bringing her. I'm
Oh,
going to take a solo trip. Again,
she will love it.
let's go back. I have to go back to the Hawaii trip, which was so special. But when you're staying at like even a mini resort, right? Everything now is, oh, just use your key card, just use your wristband, just use your thing. So it's monopoly money until the
Mm,
end.
I
And then you
know.
go, holy
It
crap.
was $14 for that popsicle? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we were shocked. And then in planning this little 3-day trip to New York, where I've got a little bit of business, but we really wanted to spend, some time as a family, take Vives to some new shows. She's really falling in love with ballet and dance. And so I wanted her to see the choreography of Schmigadoon and these incredible dancers that execute it with so much heart and love,
Oh,
but
so good.
also great technique, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm wanting her to see. And then we started adding up the Acela train tickets, bringing the freaking dog because we have to. I was like, oh no, no, no. You
Well,
you put on your hula skirt and that's
well,
I'm taking a solo trip.
well, that's all right, Mama.
It's
I
okay.
wish I could
So
come meet you, but I
I
can't.
would love
I
that.
can't. I'm driving there this weekend
Okay.
for a friend's father's 90th birthday party. Um,
For a friend's father's 90th
well,
birthday
I'm very
party.
close with her family. I
Oh,
love
okay.
her family.
Okay.
Her mom is one of my favorite human beings on the planet. Like, I just call her just to call her and say hi because I love her mother so much.
Oh.
Um, and a few years ago, she got ovarian cancer. She got really sick. So I drove down thinking I was saying goodbye. And I went to visit her. She, was in really rough shape from the medicine. Then they put her on a, an experimental drug, and that was like 5 years ago. She is completely fine. And this was in her 80s that she went through this.
Wow.
Ovarian, too, which is a doozy. No,
Okay.
she's going to lunch. She's out. She's fine.
Here's my question for you. You're 84, 85, okay?
Yeah.
You find out you have cancer.
Yeah.
Are you fighting or are you just like, I'm 84, 85. It's
No,
been a
I'm not.
really good run.
I would just enjoy my
I think
final
me
years.
too. I
My
think me
mom,
too.
my mom has a girlfriend who just turned 95. She was diagnosed with a brain tumor 10 years ago, and they wanted to do all this stuff with her, and she was like, "You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I've had a good life. I'm good." 10 years.
10
She
years.
she moved to the country. She sold her home. She got rid of all the stresses in her life. She moved in with her son, and 10 years later, she's still going.
There's no rhyme or reason. I mean, I
No,
know we
there
talk
really isn't.
about the microplastics, which I completely believe are
Yeah,
toxic and horrible for us.
yeah.
But there's a long list of all these things we have to avoid. We've got to do this. We've got to eat the protein. We've got to walk the 10,000 steps.
It's the
It's
mind
an
is more powerful than almost anything. All right, so I
for
have
sure.
another guy, a neighbor, this old man who I love. I go visit him all the time. Not anymore because he passed away recently, but I had rescued a dog and I couldn't keep the dog, and
I
so
remember this
brought it. You
neighbor.
remember him, right?
Yes,
Okay, I
yes,
love him so
yes.
much. He's just the greatest old man. He was like the last of the great hippies, right? He was like missing fingers from an axe accident and stuff. Like he's just
Yeah.
lived in the woods, built his own home. Such a hippie. He got colon cancer, I think.
Mhm.
And they did that Whipple thing. They removed part of his colon and his stomach and his liver, but went through all this stuff. And then they basically said to him, "There's nothing more we can do for you. This will probably be your last Christmas. You need to go home and get your affairs in order." And he was like, "Oh, so you're giving up on me? Okay." He was like, "You can give up on me, but I'm not giving up on me." And he went to that acupuncturist that I told you about, Tom
Mhm.
Tam.
Mhm.
Started going to Tom Tam twice a week. Tom Tam was giving him Chinese, drink this Chinese brew and the da da da. No treatment. He lived for another 12 years
Oh my gosh.
into his 90s.
Oh my gosh.
And he would just
Y-
go in the woods and he'd be like, "The trees heal me." He's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Well, each of us is a completely different machine. Yes, we're human beings. Yes, we have the same nervous system, skeletal system, but we're also completely different. That
Yeah.
I don't think there is one true live this life just like this and you'll be healthy. It just doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
So
But
really at the end of the day, eat that ice cream sandwich.
damn
Eat
straight.
it. Damn it.
Damn straight. Stages podcast will be right back, so don't go away. On my ride home from New York when I was coming back from the
Yeah.
Tonys, I took the train and I sat next to this wonderful Scottish guy. And we chatted like the whole ride. He was young, he was in his 30s, he was so nice.
Was he here for the World Cup?
Yeah, but to me, the World Cup was nothing. And this was before the madness. Like, I don't watch sports. So I get off the train and Michael picks me up and I was like, I just sat with the loveliest guy. Like he was so friendly and sweet and like, oh my God, I want to go to Scotland. I like, they're like that in Scotland. I want to go there because he was just lovely. And then the next day is when the Tartans descended on
Correct.
Boston and
Yes.
everybody fell madly in love. And I was like, that's what I was talking about on the train. That's what I was just saying that. All of a sudden now I love soccer. I'm so into it. I'm like, Seb, steal me a cone to put on the giraffe set out in the lawn. Like,
I am more into the World Cup than I was the Olympics. I have fallen in love with every team. As soon as, we were behind Uruguay. Uruguay has won 2 World Cups. If you don't know, my husband is half Uruguayan. A big portion of his family is still in the country. It's a very teeny little country.
they've won
But
2 World Cups.
yes.
Wow.
So they were one of the first countries to win, maybe the first country to win. And so we always put all of our eggs in one basket, rooting for them. And then Cape Verde, or Verde, however, beat them. And then I was like, well, I'm madly in love with this team. Their grits, their resilience. I mean, I hated that Uruguay lost, but if they were going to, the spirit of that African nation, I think they're all islands right off of Africa. And now we were behind them, and then they went up against Argentina, which is,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
the
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
It was thrilling. I mean, I even think my mother-in-law, Fiamma, has now a Norway jersey with her name on the back of it. I was like, who have we become? But then I also love people visiting our nation
That's what I
and,
love.
right? And starting to show us the things they appreciate that we have since really taken for granted. And
But
all
not
of the
only that,
programming that they've heard.
them saying like, this isn't about the leaders. This is about the human, like the people
Yes, yes,
and they're not what we think they are. It
no.
feels like they're healing the world with this silly
Kind
soccer
of
game.
world peace is happening because of soccer,
I know.
football. But they, they'd say, look, we owe you an apology because we thought it was going to be wildly dangerous. Nobody's friendly, way too expensive, and it might still be those things for some people. But on the whole, the majority, everybody's like, America's amazing. You have every landscape, you have every walk of life, and the hospitality's been incredible. The people have welcomed us with open arms. And I just thought, oh, okay. That
We
was
really
one of the
needed it.
reasons why 4th of July felt okay to me this year. Look, I love my country too. I love the idea. I still think it's very fragile. I think we might be failing at this junction of the experiment. But in totality, I was like, I feel proud to wear the flag today and celebrate simply because of the celebration that's going on around the World Cup.
Yeah, yeah. It's really fun. It's really been great.
Did you guys truly run out of beer? Because they said that
Yeah.
the
Boston ran out of beer. Ran out of beer. It was so fun to witness. It was so fun. Seb said he went to this little seaside town to get dinner with his girlfriend, and there was a gang of them that had rented a house up in this little town. He's like, Mom, they took over the whole restaurant. They're singing, everybody's drinking. He's like, it was
I mean,
unbelievable. Crazy. It's so
hu
fun.
humanity just loving one
So fun.
thing, football, and everybody coming together.
And
Come
now, actually,
on.
Boston is really sister cities with Edinburgh. Like they've
Oh, come
become
on.
sister cities. And I saw this great meme, and it was all these little redheaded babies in in kilts, and it was like
Yeah.
9 months from now.
Yeah. There certainly will be an influx of infants. Yes, yes,
So
yes.
cute. It was
Oh
just
my
adorable.
gosh. Well, are you going to go to Scotland then? Does that seem like something
I'm
you truly want to
dying
do?
to go to Scotland. I would love to go. Scotland, England, and Ireland are, I have never been.
You could write it off because Edinburgh has an incredible theater
Theater
festival.
festival.
A
I
lot
know.
of, yeah,
I
a
know.
lot of cool things are
That's what I
born
said to
there.
Mike. I'm like, I would like to go there and go to the theater festival and really check it out. Like, and I can't, I mean, Michael and Seb are Irish citizens, and I haven't even been to Ireland yet.
Oh my
It's just a part of
gosh.
the world that I haven't spent time where I really,
Yeah,
really want to.
yeah, it's a special island. It's a really special island. Yeah.
All right.
If we could afford, I think London is, and I said this right after Kiss Me Kate. It just was, it had that city vibe, but it still had this sort of civil understanding where people are taking, you're not in it for yourself. You're still kind of taking care of people, but it had everything you need. Vivi felt safe to go and do her life. So it felt like this, I don't know, urban living where the arts and restaurants and everything is within walking distance. It's just so
So
expensive.
expensive, right?
I know.
It's like New York, right?
I think it might even be beyond New
Yeah,
York.
that's crazy.
Because if you want to live in London proper, everything is zoned off. So London Zone 1 is wildly expensive. So the further out you go, it's less expensive, but you're going to be on a train for a little while before you get to the
Yeah.
heart of it. Yeah. Yeah. I love the world. I love traveling the world. What do they say? If you want to hate the world, watch the news. If you want to love the world, travel.
Get in
And
it.
it's
Yeah.
very true. Yeah.
We were supposed to go to Rwanda this summer, but we canceled it.
That's right.
The
Due
Ebola
to,
breakout, the Ebola
oh,
breakout, and we're
yeah.
not afraid of getting Ebola. We're afraid that the borders will close. We won't be able to get
Yeah.
back in.
That's real. That's a
Yeah.
real concern.
So, so we decided not to go.
Okay.
But that's all right.
Okay.
I don't mind a quiet summer.
No,
I do not
quiet
mind.
summer is very, very good.
Quiet summer at the
I
beach.
become coastal grandma. Yeah, I literally. Sometimes we don't even get out of our PJs for days, and it is a-okay by me.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
All right. Well, love
I
you.
feel like your son has dropped the ball on all of us moving to Uruguay. He realizes it's all resting on his shoulders, right?
I wouldn't hold your breath. He wants
Damn
to go to
it.
Colombia, and he just got hired. Did I tell you he got hired as a fireman?
Well, yes. And then the pictures that you posted like ripped me open. I don't understand. I don't understand how he's there. I love his heart for wanting to be of
I think
service.
it's the sweetest thing ever. I think
I
it's awesome.
mean,
He feels really good about it because he feels like he has like now this base of something that he could see himself doing and really enjoying, but not having to be locked into.
but that's
And
an institution. If you're a Boston firefighter, a Massachusetts firefighter
well,
or police
won't be
officer,
Boston. It'll be up here in
okay,
our little hometown. But the story
okay.
of how we got it is incredible. Like he happened to be driving through town when they were doing like a one of those things where the kids, see the fire truck thing, and he
Oh,
recognized
sure.
someone from high school. So he pulled off and he started chatting, and then he's talking to and he's like, "Oh, I should apply for a job." Not realizing how hard it is to get a job as
Yes,
a
correct.
firefighter. They're
Yeah.
like, "Sure, kid, yeah, you can apply." So he applies, and then this terrible thing happened to one of his friends. His friend has a sister with a little 3-year-old. Terrible accident, husband passes away. She has to sell her home because they can't afford it. So she calls Seb because he does all the interior painting, like to earn extra money. And she's like, would you help me out? Would you paint? And he's like, of course. So he shows up, he paints a couple of rooms for her. It takes him a couple of days, whatever. And he won't take any money. He's like, I'm going to take your money. Like, let me, this is me pitching in. Like, don't even think about it. So the dad was there with him those couple of days, notices that he doesn't take the money. And they start talking. And he tells the dad, oh, I just applied to be a fireman in my hometown. The guy's like, really? Well, one of the lieutenants in the Boxford Fire Department is my best friend from high school. So he calls him and he's like, you have a kid that applied there. And he just spent, a couple of days painting. My daughter said, wouldn't take any money. This is a good kid. And the next day they hired him.
That's how it happens.
So he's
He
training.
stopped to say hi to a friend, human connection.
Yeah.
He gave of his time and talents for free. He was a
And
good
he
guy.
also went with the instinct, like, maybe I'll apply. This seems like a
Yeah.
cool thing. It just all flowed in. And so what they do is they train them 2 nights a week until October. And I think maybe they weed people out from there. And then you join the fire academy and they pay for all your training. They pay for your time while you're training. And then after the academy, you're done. It'll be so right next. So he gets to work part-time as a firefighter all through his college years.
That's fantastic.
So cool.
Is he loving it so far?
He is. He's really enjoying it.
It's rigorous, but he came from the boxing world. So I mean, if you're going to be able to handle that,
thing. He loves it.
Yeah.
But I think what's really cool about it is, first of all, just that life lesson of go with your gut, do the right thing, take some action, see what happens. Like, that whole lesson. But like his parents, I don't know anybody on the fire department. It wasn't my idea. I wasn't pushing him toward anything. We don't know. You know what I mean? He did that all completely on his own, from his own efforts and his own attitude and I think when you're young, that feels really, really good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Oh, I just love that for him. That's great.
I do too. I'm really happy for him. I'm so proud of him.
Is he standing right there?
No. He left to go do a painting job.
Oh, good. I do find, gosh, didn't you have tons of summer jobs? Have we already discussed this? Like my sort of.
I did. I mean,
I did too.
Since I was like 14.
Me too. I feel like I don't see that much anymore. Whether you're going to, your Chipotle or whatever, I'm not seeing as many teenagers earning that sort of summer dollar.
It's a mistake.
I think so.
I think so. I think having a job and having a little independence and understanding how hard it is to earn a buck and how easy it is to spend a buck are really important lessons to learn early on. I remember my dad said to me, every paycheck, he'd be like, let me see your paycheck. So let's say it was whatever, $100. He'd be like, you break it up into thirds. 1/3 you put away, pretend it never even was earned. The other third, you get to put towards something that you're like a goal. I want to buy a car. I want to buy a bike, whatever, but put that towards your goal. And the last third is your play money. Spend it on your friends, go to lunch, do whatever you want. He's like, if you take every paycheck and you do the thirds, you're going to be great.
That's really great.
Yeah.
And taxes were already taken out?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, and then the government takes, a third or more than that. No, I totally, totally agree. We're trying to wrap Vivi's head around budgeting and what that looks like. I think on a grander scale, she understands simply by saying, hey, we're going to go to New York. And then we're very honest with her. We look at it and we say, between our special time together as a family and then celebrating Ita, which is in the Bahamas, we can't afford it. We just can't do it. So
but that's okay too. She's 11. She has a million trips to New York ahead of her.
That's true. That's true. But I'm glad that she sees us going, we can't pretend that this just happens. We're very lucky we are privileged and we're surrounded by families that have that privilege. But I still want her to be able to recognize, oh, this isn't, air quotes, normal. This isn't the typical, whatever, trip, salary, whatever. And I think she does recognize that. I can remember though, when she was young, she saw one of those people on the corners that have like an arrow that you flip around, and whether it's like for Verizon or the pizza place. I don't know how many years ago, but she goes, how much do you think they make? Like $1 million a year? And I go, no, I don't think they're making. And in the back of my head, I was like, okay, we got to
We
start
got to
talking
work
about
out some
money.
finances. She has no clue what $1 million is
No,
like. Yeah.
absolutely not.
So
No.
funny.
But I could see herself going, oh, that'd be kind of fun. You're outside, you're flipping an arrow
For $1 million, I'll
for a
flip an
million
arrow.
dollars a year.
I'll flip
Oh,
an arrow.
hell. Get my shoulder back in action. I will flip that fucking arrow. Arrow. I want to go back to the whiny woman.
Oh, okay.
And my love of soccer and these men that just fall down and hold their legs and go
Oh, I know.
when
I
there
don't
was
get
like no
that.
I don't well, first we know it's more drama than actual pain, but I want to be like our we shove people out of our bodies and we're like, okay, here we go, let's do it. And they fall down on the ground and go, ah. So whiny woman,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No,
I don't like it.
take an issue with that.
Yeah, that's my hot take on that.
And I'm with you. I heard somebody say if men got periods, they would have a week off a month.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. The
Yeah.
stats are really crazy around your menstrual cycle. Like the amount of pain. It's like
Have you seen
something.
those videos where they put the little things on the men
Yeah.
and they make them feel, and the women are standing there like, it's only at 2. Like the women don't even feel
Right.
anything. And the guys are like on the floor. I'm like,
Right.
are these working? They're like, put it up to 4. I don't feel anything. The guy's like, no, no. So funny.
I think we've just got it wrong. Yeah, okay, they may be taller, bigger muscles, but as far
Oh,
as pain tolerance and strength, ladies in the house, what? And I'm ready. I'm ready for more women to be in office. I'm ready for more women to make big decisions. That's why I'm proud of you, producer lady. I
well,
really think it's wonderful. Because you can sit at a table and say, I recognize that art. I see that there. That's not for me, but I'm going to put my time and energies toward that. But it's no like, oh, that shouldn't even happen. There's no place for that. There is an open-mindedness of, okay, this can all exist. However, what I'm putting toward the table and the energies I want to get put out are this. And I think we need more of that as coming to the
well,
table.
I think people have to work out their own psyches in their own way. So some
Uh,
people have to go
talk more
into
about that.
like
Talk
so
more about
you
that.
some people go into like the darkness of a I'm not a horror person. I don't like horror movies. I just don't like watching them. But weirdly, I love true crime. So somebody
Oh,
explain that.
interesting.
I think I feel like I'm learning something and making my life safer when I watch true crime, but horror just for the gratuitous sake of horror, I don't like. Anyway, um to sit in a theater and to feel scared and that adrenaline rush and they're working something out in their psyche, I think, that I just work out in a different way. And because of my life experiences, my nervous system is such that I can't take that kind of fear and adrenaline and panic. I don't, it absolutely makes me feel terrible. Like I don't like
Yeah.
skydiving or roller coasters. It's just not for me. I just,
Yep.
because I think there was chaos in my nervous system in my youth, my nervous system always became heightened. I seek out things that diffuse the heightened sensibility. And maybe other people have to process their lives through a different channel. And that channel might be darkness or fear or whatever. It's just not for me.
But
And
here's the
I
deal.
and I truly believe what you focus on grows. This is the truth. It's just the law of the universe. So
Yeah.
I will only focus on what I want to attract.
But what I want to go back to is kind of woman leaders. And I'm not saying that men don't have this sort of reflection, but even you just describing and saying, this is why I feel this way, this is why it works for me, doesn't work for me, that sort of awareness allows for being comfortable, which allows for great leadership because I don't know, you're coming to the table, it seems, with more tools, an elevated emotional system, an elevated, and I'm not just talking about the arts, I'm talking about kind of in every aspect of a civilization. You got to start figuring it out
Yeah.
your own self, that allows you to bring in 5 people, which then allows to bring in, the whole
But
neighborhood, which then allows to,
there's also the concept of we aren't individuals.
no,
It's one energy source.
yes,
So whatever happens to me happens to that whole energy source. And so I think about that too. Like, so if I go and sit in a scary movie theater and I'm terrified the entire time and that adrenaline and negative energy is coming up, that's what you're feeding into the greater system,
yes,
right? I
yes.
don't want to feed that. I want to go to Schmigadoon and laugh my ass off and make friends with the stranger next to me who's also laughing their ass off. And I want to feed that into the greater system.
But you also have to recognize that without shadow, there's no light. Without good, there's no,
Absolutely.
like,
Everything
there
is both.
has to be both.
Absolutely.
So it is interesting to me too, because I'm not a horror film person in any way,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
but it is the number one
I know.
sort of movies made.
We're
The
working something out.
budgets are the smallest, the most people attend. You get your money back based on that stuff. So yeah, I think people are working stuff out,
Working something out.
or they like it because they can get to that emotion within sort of a controlled area where they know that they're still safe. That's not an excitement for me. We took Vivi to an old movie theater last night and we saw Jurassic Park. And that sort of thing kind of worked. The silly jump scares
Yeah.
and, knowing that dinosaurs don't exist
Yeah,
anymore.
that's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she sat through the whole thing. She really enjoyed it. She was like, I'm not scared. We can't get through Harry Potter, though. We can't do it.
You know what the difference is?
Evil.
It's that un, unexplainable element of like scary mysticism.
Yes, I
And
shouldn't
yeah,
have said evil. I
yeah.
apologize.
It's like, well, I mean,
There's no understanding though, right?
yeah.
There's a
Like we
yeah,
can wrap our mind around, oh, well, dinosaurs don't exist. But
right.
we can't wrap our mind around, well, there are
There is a
energies that we don't
possibility.
understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Magic that works for good, magic that
Speaking of
works for
that,
evil.
we
What?
found out some amazing history about my house. Oh, I shouldn't say we. Michael. Michael, because he loves to read and think about things. And then he just tells me about them because I won't read the stuff he sends because it's too much reading. But he I'm like, can you just summarize, please? Don't make me read that.
Are there cliff notes to our
Come
house?
on. Well, here's the coolest thing ever.
What?
In the Salem witch trials, there were, I
Mhm.
think, I might get these numbers wrong. 30 women were killed, but 10 women were arrested, but then set free.
Okay.
One of those 10 women was named Rebecca Eaton, and she lived in my house.
Of course she did. This makes perfect sense. Of course she did.
She was Rebecca the witch.
Holy crap. Well, are you going to do a little research on her now?
grave is down the street. I went to go visit her grave.
That's wild. And now, do you know why she was labeled a witch? Would she do like
She
herbal healing or something like that? Was she a
probably, but
doula?
she was labeled a witch because I guess 2 young girls in the town didn't like her for some other reason, so they sort of accused her.
Aha.
And then they arrested her, threw her in jail. So what she did to survive was she said, "Yeah, I'm a witch and the horse on my property is the devil and he told me to do it." And so they were like, "Okay, well, since you've confessed, you can go free." She's like, "Yeah, okay." But she was in jail for like a couple of years, I think. And when she got out, her husband then passed away like shortly after because of all the stress of everything that had happened and their whole family fell apart and blah, blah, blah. So she lived in this house for years all by herself. Well, I don't know if it was all by herself, but she lived in this house all through those years.
This makes perfect sense. This reminds me of why I'm so attached to Little House on the Prairie. When I found out that
Right.
the Ingalls family was in the same town as the Fields, which was my dad's mother's father's family. The Fields.
I'm
Come
telling
on.
you,
I'm telling you.
there's
Oh, and
something
I
there.
got a bone to pick. I got a bone to pick with Little House on the Prairie, this new version that's coming out.
Have you seen
Wait,
anything?
what day is it today? July the 9th? Are we
Did I?
recording this?
Yeah.
Y'all, it's coming out today. They've just hired a cast of like model looking people. Everybody looks like
Oh.
they're the CW version of Little House on the Prairie. That's not the charm we're going for. We love people that look like
The quirks, the quirky people, so
give me
that
the everyday
yeah,
people in this prairie. I
it's too
don't
bad.
want the Vogue cover magazine version. It may be beautifully crafted, it might be beautifully performed, the script may be strong, but I'm
Have
not
you
believing
seen
it
clips or what
already.
have you seen? I haven't seen anything.
Yes, I've seen little bits, of course. And I feel
Oh,
badly. Pamela Bob, I'm sure it's like, are you kidding me, Stephanie? How could you deface our franchise? We love it. I don't think this is
are the old
our.
cast involved at all?
Well, I think they're speaking openly about it and they're endorsing it because, it's all part of the legacy,
Yeah,
right? But
yeah.
no, the characters are quite different because it is far more based on Laura Ingalls Wilder's books. And a lot of the parts in the old series were kind of an amalgamation of certain
Uh-huh.
characters. So it is different. And I like that it might be even more historically accurate.
Yeah.
It's just so perfectly polished visually that for me, I miss quirky looking people, y'all. I miss people that look like people. Charles Ingalls, I mean, Michael Landon was hot as hell, but not like
Yeah. Yeah.
that sort of hot as hell. Do you
Cut.
know what I mean? Yeah. Give me that chin quiver, people. I don't know. It's not fair because I have
Maybe
not
I'll
seen the whole
edit
thing.
that one next for YouTube. Your holiday extravaganza.
My ridiculousness.
Maybe I'll do that one next for YouTube.
I mean, I cracked for that Christmas special.
That was so good. That was a
Yeah.
good surprise.
Honey, you crafted something really
David, I
special.
am
Thank
so
you.
good.
You are good. You are freaking good. Okay. We're kind of bebopping all over. I will say that I'm proud of some of our past interviews that just got nominated for Emmys or shows that they're
Oh,
in
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah. Who
nominated
do
for
we have?
Emmys.
So
Well, Andrew
Jeff
Reynolds
Hiller,
and yeah,
Jeff Hiller, Andrew
not for
Reynolds.
performance, but Andrew's I Love You, I Miss You.
Yeah, love you, miss
Yeah.
you.
Um, I feel like there was another one where I was like, oh, their show got nominated. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. I keep thinking about Michael Urie. I want him on the podcast. I love his work so much. I love his heart so much
Do
too.
you
And
know him?
he's,
Just reach out to him.
I know-ish, right? Like peripherally. Yeah. Is there a follow on the Insta? You bet. Is there a big hello when we see each other in real life, which maybe has happened 4 times in our real life? Yes. But I should reach out to him. You're exactly right.
What did he get
Yeah.
nominated for?
Shrinking.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
watch that show?
That's a cute show.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I think it's yeah. I don't think we can use cute anymore. People really do not like that adjective. If you're over 10 years old, I don't think you can say or not a
It's a
dog or
sweet
a
show.
pet.
It's a touching show.
It is. There you go. There
Did
you
you
go.
see Widow's Bay?
I haven't even heard of Widow's Bay. What is that?
Widow's Bay is the one. They filmed it up here in Rockport.
Okay.
Oh, good. It's kind of Stephen King-esque, but with
Okay.
like this dark humor. It's with that amazing actor Reese. Is it Michael Reese?
Matthew, who was
Matthew
nominated
Reese.
for 2
Yeah.
Best Leading Actors.
He's
2. His face is in the same damn category twice.
He's
No, he's very
so
good.
good. And
Yeah.
the cast is so good. Jeff Hiller's in it.
I'll start it today.
Quirky, not for Vivi.
Okay, thank you.
Not for Vivi.
No.
It's not for her kids. Stages podcast will be right back, so don't go away.
Liza. Okay. So this week, y'all, maybe last week, Liza's memoir came out. Had a couple friends that are like, have you read the book? Are you going to read the book? And I was like, haven't read the book. Don't know if I'm going to read the book. Within the first 20 pages, she talks about how big my fat ass is.
No.
Yes, yes, yes. Michael Feinstein is interviewing her, or so we understand that to be the case. And he gets to this particular section where he's like,
So
there are so
neat.
many actors and actresses that not just they're not being imposters. They're actually emulating and honoring you. And there was the Broadway and a very talented actress who played you. How'd you feel about that? And something to the effect of, well, her ass was just too big. That was not easy to hear from friends. That was not easy to see in print. I must admit that my online persona kind of wanted to face it with humor. I didn't want to pretend like I didn't see it because, like you say, it's almost like you live in a sim world. You hear it once, then all of a sudden it pops up again, and then
Yeah.
it's brought to your attention again. So after a couple times, I was like, I think I have to put something out. Um, but it did sting. I'm a grown woman, and I still saw that in print and went, why is this hurting me? Why is this hearkening back to that, you know, kind of preteen teenage girl? This is something I have got to get a handle on. I don't know if I ever will. It is a lifelong journey, and I've embraced a lot of my quirks. But when you hear it from like an outside source, and I'm not 100% sure, I'm going to go out on a limb again, that that was voiced by Liza. I feel like
Yeah.
perhaps
Yeah.
it was written by someone else or
Yeah.
put in by someone else as a tasty morsel,
Let's
kind
cause
of
a problem. Let's
a
make
little
some
bit.
ripples. Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. Because
That's
I just don't see her. She's got a pretty witty tongue, but I don't see her talking badly
like
about
being mean
other
because
women.
there's no good that can come out of that. But
Correct.
didn't you
And
have
that was
interactions with her that
mean-spirited.
were very kind and
Yeah.
positive? And
Yeah. And I
yeah.
think, I
So
know that she wasn't crazy about uh the way, oh, pardon me, that was noisy. The way her personal life was arced in A Boy from Oz,
yeah, but
because
that's you
it
didn't
was
write it.
no, and it was focused on Peter Allen. And so they literally took Liza's life from when she was a teenager into whatever, her late 40s or so. And how do you do that with 45 minutes on stage, right? So any person is going to want to be like, oh, they missed that or they should do that. And I think she wanted her opinion and her voice to be heard in the process. And it wasn't necessarily welcomed because it was Peter Allen's musical, not a Liza Minnelli musical.
Right.
And so she never saw it. Fred Ebb saw it and just said, you don't need to be there. It focuses on your relationship with Peter. They're being very respectful in that regard. And I don't think he poo-pooed my performance in any way, but he's like, there's a really strong resemblance to your mom with Isabel Keating playing Judy Garland, who passes, and Peter passes in the course of the play. And who wants a whole audience watching you, watching your
Watch you.
life?
Yeah.
Like, it's just too complicated. Don't see it. So she never did. But she was always very respectful, but that I just was like,
She
why
probably
would
didn't
that
say it,
have to
or
be in
she said it in
print?
some other context, trying to make
Maybe,
it funny, and they
maybe.
purposely made it biting. But you
Well,
know
the
what I think of?
tone.
I try to think of anytime stuff like that happens. Is you know that book, The Four Agreements?
Yeah, never take anything personally.
Yeah, it's not about you.
I know, I
It's
know.
not about you.
But of course, if I didn't already have that sort of issue that I work on in my life in regard to my physical appearance, I'd let it just roll off my back. But sadly, that is one button that, you know, gets to me. I
It
know.
gets to everybody because it's drilled in. You're supposed to be this and you're supposed to be that and you're supposed to.
I
And
know.
it's nothing. I mean, sometimes you see these young girls and they've done so much to their faces in their
I
20s that they actually
know.
look like they're 40 trying to look like they're 20 instead of just look be beauty you're 20.
I know.
Who's not beautiful when they're 25?
We're all
Everything's so
conditioned. We're all
gorgeous.
conditioned to be
I
told
know it's
you're
so
not enough
sad.
or you're too much.
Yeah.
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 So,
Oh, I'm
um,
sorry that happened.
oh, mama, me
I didn't
too.
hear anything about it. I've been sort of off social media if I can be.
I think that's good.
I
I
mean, I
think
pop
that's
on
good.
and then I pop off.
Yeah. Yeah. And I might be getting, I know I always say this, and I was off for like 9 months
Yeah, I
and I felt
remember.
super healthy about it. And now I'm back. But now all of these crazy like AI meta glasses, I'm sorry, that's an invasion of privacy. There's all this stuff that if you do have a public page on Instagram, without letting us know, Instagram and Meta has gone ahead and say that we can use your image, your likeness, your voice for AI and other things that you have no idea about. So you've got to then go back and click all these things
Oh,
off.
what do
But
you got to
it
click?
doesn't. Okay. So you need to go to your
Oh
Instagram
God,
page,
I'm gonna do it right now.
go to your profile.
Yeah.
You know the three lines up here, they call
Yeah.
it the hamburger. Okay, hit those three lines.
Yeah.
Okay, scroll down to sharing and reuse, which
Yeah.
is how others can interact with you.
Yeah.
Once you're in sharing and reuse, go down to allow people to reuse your content on Instagram with AI features at Meta. Turn off posts and reels. So make sure it
All right,
goes
hold
from
on.
black to gray.
I
And
don't.
people are actually monetizing with other people's sort of things that they post or things, information that they're sharing or tips, and then they can change the voice for their I mean, it's just a whole mess. We're not going to start, we're going to stop believing that anything is real at a certain place. And then I think we're going to have to talk about reel it back and be like, no, we need, I
I
need
don't
to
think you
meet with
can reel
somebody
it
in a room.
back. How do
It
you
has
reel it
to.
back? It's out there.
We can. I still believe we can. I think, again, these glasses where you can start recording people without them knowing this is an
There's no
invasion of
light on
privacy.
them or anything. Like you can't tell.
Hardly. Unless you are truly paying attention, you can barely tell. And when I see these influencers talking about how wonderful it is, no, it's not. No, it's not. It is not anything anyone asked for. And why would you need to record, you know, you opening fan packages? Just
But
open the frickin' fan packages. You
isn't
would
it
think so.
illegal to record people without their knowledge?
You would think so, ML. Yeah. I don't know how they're selling these glasses. I don't know.
Wow.
And they're saying that if you wear them and turn them on, you can look at somebody's face. Let's pretend you're an underage minor. They can all of a sudden scroll everything. All of the information from AI is there. They can see the face, know what your address is, where
Oh,
you go to
that's
school, who your
awful.
siblings are. Awful. So, all of these sort of, oh, it's innocuous, it's just for, there's no more just for when it comes to technology. We can't use that term anymore
It's
because
so
it can be used for
interesting. This
everything.
is what I find fascinating. There used to be like a civil code that happened
Right.
when people lived in small towns, everybody knew each other. So you wouldn't cut somebody off and give them the finger in your small town because everyone knew each other. Neighbors knew and helped each other, especially before the onset of, airplanes and people leaving and,
Yeah, your community was your
your
community.
community was your community. So you behaved as if you were seen everywhere you went, because if you misbehave, your community let you know and
Yeah,
shunned
there'll
you
be
or punished.
consequences
Right.
in some way. Yeah.
And then that goes away. So I think of it a lot like in the terms of my grandparents, like when they came to the United States and they all lived in Boston and they all lived in triple deckers and on the same street where the other aunt down the street and everybody knew each other. So there was accountability
Hmm.
all your actions. And then that disappeared, right? We all moved away and da da da, and fractures and splinters happened, and there's not that accountability within the families and within communities anymore. Church was a big part of it. Now
Yeah,
churches don't really. And now it's almost like the internet gave us anonymity. So you could go on the internet and say nasty things because you were anonymous. No one really knew who you were. There's never punishment.
yeah,
But now it's almost like with these glasses, it's circling back around where everything you do will be seen. So you have to be careful how you behave, right?
correct.
So in a
But
weird way,
But if it can also be manipulated and nobody knows your
right,
heart the way, if you act a little poorly within your community, they still know your family, they know your heart, they know how
right.
you were raised. And so it seems like it's not coming from a zero sum, right? When it's these sort of glasses and they see you doing something, where were you coming from before? Who is this person that actually did it? It
Right.
so it's just like this
Wow.
floating thing that it all seems very dangerous to me.
It's funny
So
because Seb is not like social media guy. He's not into
love
any
it.
of that
I love
stuff.
that
He's
about him.
very like small towny. He has his friends, he has his cousins, and he has no desire for any of that stuff.
I think because he's got a lot of real in his life, so there's not a hole to be filled. It's, what did they used to say? It used to be all about greed and money, and now it's really attention, attention,
Yeah, yeah.
attention,
See me, see
attention.
me, see me. And I think it's
Mhm.
hard for kids Vivi's age too, because at least Seb, I could keep the phone away from him until he was 12 or 13.
Mm.
You guys, you can't.
It's everywhere.
7-year-olds have phones.
Yeah. No, Viv still doesn't have one. We just bought her a thing called the Tin Can, which is a cord phone. And I think you can program like 10 to 20 numbers in there. So she's going to start calling her girlfriends,
Oh,
at
that's
night, but
perfect.
it's perfect. So she still has that sort of connectivity, and she
Yeah.
knows if, they need to wear pink on Wednesday or whatever at rehearsal, or but it's not the constant, even with the little smart, no, they're called dumb watches, aren't they? But you can get text, and every time there's a buzz, I know even as an adult, if I get a text, your immediate reflex is, I got to
Yeah.
pick it up. I got
That's
to
why I
interrupt
won't
whatever
wear
I'm
it.
doing. Yeah,
I won't wear it.
it
Michael wears
interrupts
that
your
watch.
life.
Michael wears it. And he was
Can't
like,
do it.
because I wanted the ring, which I
Uh-huh.
love.
The
But
aura, the
he was like,
aura
well, why
ring.
don't you just take one of the Apple Watches? I'm like, I don't like the, and even when you turn the noise off, it goes beep, beep, like it taps your wrist. I'm like, I don't want to know every second someone's looking for me. I'll look once an hour. And if you texted me, I'll respond. Or if I
Yeah,
happen to be on the phone, but I don't like it. It's just constant.
it is constant. And
It's
so if
unbelievable.
we are doing that, how can I ask an 11-year-old not to pay attention to every buzz and every
Right.
beep? And I know, I know. We're trying.
Are you
Um,
going to the beach today? It's a perfect beach day.
It is a perfect beach day. The kid is at camp. We are going to clean up some of this house. We got weeds coming out of our ears, out of my big fat ass. So we got to work a little bit on that.
I'm very
And
excited.
then what else? We got Seb's bro coming in to visit with his stepmama on this weekend. And yeah, it's fun. We're gonna sleep on the boat, sail a little bit, but we probably won't
Aw.
hit the beach
Wait,
today.
whose boat?
Seb's older brother, Victor, they've had it in the family for a long
And
time.
they keep it down there?
Yeah, they keep it in Mystic, Connecticut.
Oh,
And
nice.
so they'll go like Mystic to Block Island to
Oh,
maybe
fun.
Martha's Vineyard to the
Fun.
Cape. Yeah.
Nice to have a relative who has a boat.
Yeah, that's not how I grew up at all. I was like YMCA camps and, Newport Beach and all
Oh,
that,
no.
but
I grew up
they're,
on fishing boats,
yeah.
baby.
Well, they're more of a sailing family, but boats, they do something to your
Yeah. When
insides.
I was little, we used to go way out, and my dad would just drop anchor and we would dive off and swim around and climb up the ladder and spend the whole day. And then I saw Jaws.
Oh, and that's the end of that.
After 8, I think I was 8 or 9, and I never did it again.
Dun, 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 dun. That was filmed maybe
Yeah.
on Martha's Vineyard,
Yeah.
right here in Cape Cod. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
51 years ago,
I
Mary
have
Lee.
pictures of Seb and all his cousins jumping off that bridge.
Yep.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that was big last summer. Everybody
Yeah,
wanted to
that's
visit where
so
Jaws was
fun.
filmed.
Yeah, 50
Okay, we've
years
talked
ago.
about everything and
All right.
nothing.
Well,
Thank you, everybody, for listening to the rantings of, I don't
nothingness.
even,
We
nothingness.
may be back with one more this month. We
Yeah,
are
we
working
may.
on someone really special.
I know, but we don't want to force anything.
We have
And
our fingers crossed.
yep,
Um, so we may be back before August for one more. So keep listening. Please subscribe. It helps us a lot. Go onto YouTube and all those things and subscribe. Share it with all your friends. We'll be back in
please.
September, but we may be back sooner. Just depends.
We're leaving you hanging. It's a
Believe
big,
me.
I don't know. You'll know when we know.
I'll tell
So
you this
keep,
though. We've been trying for since the start to get
I
this person.
know. I
Every year
know.
we try.
I
It
know.
would be so great.
We're at the edge of a
It
yes.
would
I
be
feel
so
it.
special.
I know.
Hold on. We need to do a little woo woo. Oh,
Okay.
you know what happened to me this morning? I was
Talk to
walking
me.
out to go do my dog hike. I walk out the front door and I see like a flash, and I thought I look up and this little feather was like swirling in the wind. It was like swirling all over in the wind. And I just stood and I watched it and I was like, are you for me? And I am not lying. It floated down and landed right at my feet.
It was for you.
And I was like, what was I thinking about as I walked out the door? Because whatever that was, it was telling me.
You're on the right path.
Yeah. Isn't that? I love that.
Yes. Now you got to know what it's telling you.
Oh, I know what I was thinking about.
Okay.
We're not going to discuss it here just yet, but I know what I was thinking about.
Okay. All right. I like secrets or surprises, I should say. I'm not crazy about secrets. I like surprises.
Well, I don't always share right away because when you share stuff right away, you don't tend to do the work required to actually achieve it. Did you know that? Because
No.
you get the feedback you're searching for just from other people's reaction to you telling them that you're doing it. So like, let's say you, whatever, you want to
Run a marathon.
Yeah, run a marathon. I want to run a marathon. People are like, oh my God, I could totally see you doing that. You're so determined. If anyone can do it, you can do it. You've just gotten all this feedback and it's scientifically proven. When you receive the feedback before you've done the work, you tend to not do the work.
Wow.
So if you don't talk about your vision and you just do the work quietly, you build more momentum than you would any other way.
See, I shouldn't have told you about my concert iconic. I shouldn't have done. I just
Who's
should've
that
put the
really
work
funny actress? She cracks me up. She was in 9 and she's got a tour out right now. It's like nobody cares. It's called Nobody Cares.
Laura Benetti. Oh,
She's
it's
hilarious.
Amazing. Yes, she is
Why
hilarious.
hasn't she been on our show? Call her.
Okay.
I like her. She's funny.
Oh, so smart, so dry, so funny, so beautiful. And yet she does this very fun, self-deprecating, so successful, self-deprecating
I
act.
saw
And
a
it is
little
very
thing.
funny.
She's talking to her daughter and her daughter's like, Mom, no, don't sing. Like,
Yep.
God. So
Yep.
good.
Or Mom, it's like parents are coming and talking about their jobs and so is dead as a surgeon, and then Laura brings out her Tony. She's like, I could come and talk to your class. She's like, nobody
No,
cares. And she
nobody
goes,
cares about that.
okay. Yep. Kids will keep it in check for sure. All right. Best of luck editing this crazy episode.
I'm just leaving it in free flow. Are you kidding me?
Really? Okay, that's what we call it.
I love
All
you.
right. I love you too. Thanks for today.
Go to the beach. Have fun. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Stages podcast is produced by Marylee Fairbanks and Stephanie J. Block. You can find us wherever you listen to your podcasts. Join us on social media pages or sign up for the mailing list at stagespodcast.net. That is also where you will find Stages swag. If you enjoyed this podcast, please share and rate and review the show. It really helps us grow. Big thank you to Noah Kaiserman and Garrett Healy for the original music, and Allison Arns, who has been with us since day one. See you soon.